guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be testing out the new Kylie setting powder. So I'm going to be trying it on here in this video, and then I'm going to wear it throughout the day and then come back at the end of the day, let you guys know how the powder performed and what I think about the powder. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sylvia. Thank you so much for being here. I upload every Monday and Thursday. If you end up liking this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up in this video. You guys can also find me everywhere at Sylvia M Beauty, Instagram, Twitter. I mostly spend most of my time on Twitter. I just love Twitter. I don't know why. I used to hate Twitter. I keep you guys updated there, and I just love Twitter. I love hearing people's opinions about things and things like that. And don't be shy. If you guys see anything online that you guys want me to review, make sure to tweet me or send me a message on Instagram or whatever. Okay guys, so I went ahead and ordered the Kylie setting powder when they released. So she released 6 different setting powders in different colors: beige, dark, translucent, yellow, and deep dark, and soft pink. So the one that I purchased is the translucent one. I had been actually looking for a new cruelty-free translucent setting powder. I used to love the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. That was probably like my favorite translucent setting powder, but Laura Mercier is not cruelty-free. So I've been kind of just been searching for a really good translucent setting powder. I didn't want one that had any tint to the powder because I don't know, for some reason some of the powders that I've tried out that has a tint, it just doesn't translate good on my skin. It just changes like my skin tone, and I don't really like that. So I really wanted to try out this new translucent setting powder by Kylie Cosmetics. The powders come in this black box right here, so it's just like her new packaging that she has. It's like matte black packaging with the silver metallic lettering. You got the ingredients here on the back of the powder. It says made in the USA. I also ordered one of her concealers because the one that I had, which I did do a review on her concealer, which I will link up here if you guys want to check out that video, it was too dark. So I wanted to order one that actually matched my skin tone, and I like to brighten under my eyes. So I went ahead and ordered the shade Ivory. So when I received the concealer, just shade Ivory was too light. I have a concealer that's too dark, and then I have one that is too light. So what I've been doing is I kind of have just been mixing them together. So I am going to be using the concealer in this video along with the powder. And then I also ordered one of her new high glosses. So this is in the shade Slept On. I'm going to be trying this on in this video as well for you guys. And yeah, I'm excited to try out these new products. I have been using the powder as well, but I haven't really done like a full day wear test of the powder. The reason also I wanted to get the concealer is because when she released the powders, the concealers were only $10. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna order a freaking concealer. It was only $10. So yeah, that's a freaking steal, especially because I do like the formula of her concealers. Okay, so the actual packaging of the Kylie setting powders is all plastic, and then the top is like a soft pink. On the back of the powder, it does say that you get 0.35 ounces or 10.0 grams. The powders are $24. So right off the bat, I feel like she should have put a little bit more product in the setting powder. I feel like 10 grams is not that much compared to other setting powders that are out in the market, but it is definitely more than the KKW Beauty setting powder, which I do like the KKW Beauty setting powder, but you get very little. I ran out of that powder really quickly. I do like that she put more in her setting powders. So online it says that this is an all-over loose powder that effortlessly sets your makeup, balances oils, and provides a natural skin-like finish. When you open the powder, it looks like this, and it doesn't come with any type of like travel cap or anything like that like the Fenty Beauty powder, but I noticed that this powder is not really that messy, which I do like. The circles that are inside of the powder are not circular, they're oval, so that's different from other powders that I've seen. And it's interesting because the translucent setting powder, I was expecting it to be just like a white powder, but it actually has a little bit of a tint to the powder. It's not completely white. It does have like a little bit of like a vanilla tint to the powder, like a beigey tint. So I actually really like that. Okay, so initially when I feel the powder, it feels very, very smooth and velvety soft. It's not too thin where it's like flying everywhere or getting all over. Just very, very soft when I feel it with my fingers, and it's like really velvety soft texture. The texture of the powder is really, really nice. I like it. So when I do swatch it, it does look pretty white. I don't know if you guys can see. When you see it in the container, you can definitely see a tint to the powder compared to like the cap, because the cap is white. So yeah, it just feels very, 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 very soft. So I do have foundation on my skin right now. I already primed and applied foundation. I have not set my foundation or my makeup yet. Usually I do my foundation first and then I apply concealer. So I just went ahead and did my foundation already. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply the Kylie concealer now. And yes, I apply a lot of concealer. I just mix it a little bit with the Pine Nut shade. So this is the one that I initially had ordered, but it's a little too dark for my under eyes. So I just apply like 3 dots underneath my eyes. So I was doing my cousin's makeup the other day for her engagement pictures, and I used the Kylie concealer on her, and wow, like I was so impressed when I used it on my cousin. Sometimes like when I use makeup on myself, you know, sometimes makeup just starts to look the same on my skin. Sometimes, you know, it's not the same for another person. So when I tried the concealer on my cousin and like how good it looked on her, I was like so impressed. So now it's like one of the concealers that I really like to use like on other people if I'm gonna be doing their makeup. Okay, we got concealer on now. So the way that I've been using the powder, I've just been kind of just tapping it onto the, a bunch of powder doesn't come out on the top, which is really good. So yeah, as you guys can see, it doesn't get all over and not too much comes onto the cap, and I'm making sure I get all of the creasing underneath my eye. Then I've been just grabbing my beauty sponge and dipping it into the powder and applying it underneath my eyes. So let's see if I can get closer. So as you guys can see, it's like once you apply it onto your eyes, it just becomes translucent. Other things about the powder is that it's weightless, ultra fine powder, provides a flawless finish, multi-use, perfect for all over application, balances oil on skin while providing a natural light finish, doesn't disturb your makeup. It has papaya extracts that evens skin tone and avocado extracts to moisturize the skin. So those are really good ingredients that are in the powder, because definitely papaya and avocado are very good for your skin, and I can tell that with the avocado extracts it does feel moisturizing, like it's not drying. So I really like that she put those ingredients into the powder. It does have talc if you are interested in knowing that information. I know some people don't use or don't like using talc, but the first ingredient in the powder is talc, just to let you guys know. And I kind of just like applying a really generous amount, and even though I'm putting a good amount underneath my eyes, I don't see that it's getting like cakey or drying underneath my eye. Doesn't look too powdery. Make sure I put some on my eyelid, because up here it does crease a lot if I don't apply powder. So I feel like because the powder has just a tiny bit of tint to it and it's not completely white, it doesn't look like I have white powder underneath my eyes. It does diminish my dark circles a little bit, because I can still see a little bit of darkness peeking through from the Kylie concealer. So I feel like when you apply the powder, it kind of just makes the dark circles less prominent. I have the powder here on one side of my face and then with no powder on the other side. So I don't know if you guys are able to see the difference, but looking in the mirror here, I can definitely see the difference. It just kind of just blurred this area, made it look very airbrushed, and it also feels very soft and silky, which I feel like it's really good foundation to be able to apply like the rest of the products that I'm gonna use. It does absorb oils, because I can see right here that my cheeks are shiny, and then on this side they don't look shiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the other side. Okay, so for the rest of my face, I use a makeup brush, and then I just grab it on the cap, and then I just start setting the rest of my face. Another thing about the powder is that it doesn't have any shimmer in the powder. I know there are some powders that they've been putting a little bit of shimmer to make them look glowy. I don't really like that because at the end it just accentuates my texture on my skin. So what I really like about this powder is that because it is matte, there's no shimmer whatsoever in the powder. It doesn't accentuate any of my texture because I do have textured skin. It just looks so flawless and airbrushed, and it feels very, very soft. I just really do like the finish of the powder. I just love how your skin looks right after applying powder. It just looks so airbrushed. Of course, throughout the day, all of the oils come out and then it doesn't look the same anymore. I'll make sure I set around my nose because it does get very oily right here. So once you have the powder set and it's on your skin and it's sitting on your skin for some time, it just starts to kind of just blend in. And yeah, this is how my face looks with the powder all over my face. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just finished the rest of my makeup and yeah, everything applied pretty good over the powder. Just so you guys know, on my eyes I'm wearing the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette, which I just did a review on this palette. If you guys want to check out that review, I will link it up here and in the description box below. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the lip gloss. I'm gonna apply lip liner. I'm using the Kylie Forever and Always lip liner from the Forever and Always Valentine's set. I just really like this shade. Apply it and then fill in my lips with the lip liner, and then I'm gonna apply the Slept On lip gloss right on top. I really like the packaging on her high glosses. It's just really nice packaging. I love the packaging. So this is the Slept On shade. As you guys can see, it's a very berry shade. I don't have a lip gloss this shade, that's why I bought it. Sorry, I have a lot of makeup on my hand, but as you can see, it does have more tint. It smells really good. But it still goes on pretty sheer, so that's what I like. It just has a little bit of tint to the lip gloss. Yes, give me lip gloss. I'm gonna spray my face with the Dewy Set setting spray and just kind of dab my face with the beauty blender. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I am gonna come back at the end of the day, let you guys know how the powder performed throughout the day, especially underneath my eyes. So right now it is 4:37 p.m. so I'm gonna come back at the end of the day, let you guys know how the powder wore and what are my final thoughts on the powder. Hey guys, so I am back and it is about to be 10 p.m. here and I am so tired, so I wanted to just come on here, show you guys how the powder performed and what I think about the powder. I actually was at a birthday party, so I'm pretty tired, you know, up and down. You know how Hispanic parties get, so I am very tired. And we were outside, so I was outside, inside, outside. So I think that I was able to test the powder pretty well today, and so far I feel like my makeup looks pretty good. Still like how my makeup looks. I did get a little bit oily, like on my T-zone, like a little bit of my forehead and like this area right here and my chin, but that's normal. I usually do get oily at the end of the day. I haven't touched up or anything like that. As far as the powder, I feel like it looks pretty good. My skin didn't look dry, it didn't feel dry. Powder didn't feel heavy at all either. Very little creasing right here on my smile lines. Usually I get a lot of creasing right here on my smile lines, but there's like very little creasing, which is really good. It still looks pretty smooth under my eyes, and it also still feels very smooth under my eyes. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. I can see just a little bit on this side, a little bit of darkness. I don't know if I can zoom in so you guys can see. So just like right there, just a little bit of darkness. I don't know if just the coverage, I needed a little bit more coverage or maybe a little bit more powder right there in that little area, but as you guys can see, the other side looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna blot really quick just to get rid of excess oil that I have. Alright, so my face doesn't look as oily anymore. It looks pretty good. So far, I do really like the new Kylie translucent setting powder. I feel like I would definitely keep using this powder, especially I feel like underneath my eyes. It is a translucent powder, so it won't change any of the color underneath my eyes, because sometimes there are some powders that are tinted and they can make my under eyes look darker after setting my concealer, and that's not what I want. I want my under under eyes to look bright. I don't like darkness under there, so I'll definitely keep using the powder. I definitely prefer traveling with this powder because it just doesn't get messy. So also the powder, I noticed that it doesn't have any type of scent, so if you were expecting it to have like a scent or anything like that, it doesn't. I definitely recommend the powder. The only thing that I don't really like is that it does have talc, which is not that great of an ingredient. I would prefer my products to not contain talc, but it's not really like that big of an issue for me. I don't wear makeup every day, so I don't know if for you, if that would be like a deal breaker, so you guys can know that it does have talc, and then that whether that, you know, makes you decide if you want to buy the powder or not. But so far I really like the powder. It's very soft and velvety. Also, I wish that she did put more of the powder in here. I don't feel like 10 grams is that much. Maybe 12 grams, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like the other ingredients like the papaya and the avocado extract are worth the price of the powder, which is $24. This is gonna last me a pretty long time, I feel like, because like I said, I don't wear makeup every day because I work from home, so I feel like it is worth the price. Those are my thoughts on the new Kylie Cosmetics setting powder. And as far as the lip gloss, I really like the lip gloss and the shade of the lip gloss, so if you guys are interested, the shade that I had used is Slept On. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the powder. Are you gonna be trying it out? Let me know in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!